morning. I have a cat with me that you didn't see a lot. Here is Belle, the half Siamese cat. Her mother was a tiger and her father was apparently a Siamese. So today we are the 19th of September 2025, Friday again. First of all, welcome if you're new, and also welcome if you're a returning viewer and subscriber, of course. It's always appreciated. Weekly recap for today. So this is a channel all about cross stitch. And then the weekly recap. It was again not a week that I had planned. I said last week I don't have to go to the vet, so it will be a better week next week. I hoped that. But it didn't. So Monday evening, my daughter came ill from school. She was like, I'm not feeling well. She had fever, headache, stomach pain, all the things that you could think of. So on Tuesday, I went with her to the doctor and she said she had a viral infection. Then my two sons were like, Mom, we have fever, we are coughing, we have a cold. But they weren't like, I'm good to go to school. So they did. So my daughter was home for 3 days. She went back to school this morning. But I was also and still not feeling the best. My stomach also starts. And I had a surgery on my stomach, so it's like double pain. So that affected, of course, all my stitching again. So I only did, what was it, 3,265 stitches. I know it's progress, I know. But I was aiming for at least 6,000, so not bad. I know people will say you have to be kind to yourself. I know, but yeah, it's more fun when you can say here, oh, I'm done. I have everything what I wanted to do done. But okay. So also that was on 5 whips. So I only have 5 whips to show you today. So this will be a short one, of course. And you can see I'm a bit blushy, so a bit hotter than normal. I always have a cold. So yeah. And the dogs were spoiled because my daughter was 3 days at home. So now they are like more saying they want to sit at me. So yeah, they want more attention. And not good. Yeah, the coffee was not good. So only 5 whips. But I had a page finish, so that was also great. And some milestones. You see, I'm not really prepared. How will I do this? And we will start with the page finish. It's the one on top. So this is 360 degrees of cats and dogs. Artwork is by Adrian Chesterman. And it's charted by Pain Free Crafts. This is 500 by 357 stitches. And I think it's not even 100 colors. It's not here mentioned, but I don't think so. This is stitched on 25 count Evenweave, 1/1 full cross. It was gridded Evenweave, but I had to wash it, so it's not gridded anymore. Well, not fully. The starting photo was here. So, oh, nope, not that one. So you can see there at the bottom of the ear, that was a thing that I had to finish. So I did that, and I had added 500 stitches for that. So now this page is done. So this is great. I will take it out. So I will give you the stats in a moment. So it's not a great view, but you can see it, I think. Like this. This is a turned, the turned view. This is a view that I see when I stitch. So I will give you the numbers in a bit, but it looks great, I think. I love this one very much. And I really wanted to have it on my wall. Oh yeah, it has to be under it first. This has already more than 40,000 stitches. So that's also like a milestone, I would say. I give it to you in a bit. Um, 40,100 stitches out of 178,500, and it has 22.46% completed. So, and it was page finish 30 for this year. So I was like, okay, that's good. Next up is the model stitch for the shop. Flamingo Fantastico. The Luca S kit. This one, it's stitched on 16 count black Ada. And it has 62 colors. Skill level is 5 hearts on 5. Artwork is from Romance Art. So I had to move my frame last time, the time before. So now this is what I saw before I started it. And I only added 250 stitches, but that was here at this part. So a bit of the blue background, and I think here is another flower coming on. So that's where I started. I was like, I don't want to stitch on that flower, and now I have another one. So yeah, but it looks amazing. It looks great effect. So yeah, you will see the bar, I think. Yeah. Otherwise I need to get it out fully. But yeah, you can see it a bit. It looks great. This page I had stitched the back stitches in, the other one not. So yeah, I miss seeing the face of the flamingo when I'm stitching it. But okay, we know it's there. It's only hidden. So it was only 250 stitches. I wanted to do more, but yeah, like I said, when yourself are not feeling well and then all the others are sick, it's not helpful either. So the flamingo is now at 15,460 out of 290. Now at 29,173 stitches, and it is at 52.99% completed. So it's more than halfway done. So yeah, I think that's okay. And then the next one up is Blooming Whiskers, also charted by Print Free Crafts. Artwork is from Bridget and Emma Ashwood, or also known as Ashwood Studios. This is 600 by 429 stitches and it has 100 colors. It's a beautiful piece. I'm stitching this one on 25 count even weave. So here it is. And that was also the reason why I didn't do live streams, because like I said, all what happened, yeah, it wasn't the best time for a live then. So that is now where I am here. I added 500 stitches here. Finished the eye mostly, and then I went to the right. So this is now at 13,170 stitches out of 257,400, and it has 5.12% completed. So above 5%, that's good. It's nice to see the numbers going up. Then they have the one for my daughter. You already will know that one. This is Super Size Max Color Coloring Book Afternoon. Artwork is from Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven Earth Designs, and this is 999 by 714 and 237 colors. Great piece. But now I'm at a part that you really, I would say, don't like to stitch. I don't know. I had to frog, so that was also another thing. I was like, oh no. So yeah, I used the wrong color. I was like, that color doesn't match. And then I had to take another thread of that color, and then it was like, oh no, you took the wrong color. So I had to frog the full thread out first. I had needed 3064 and I added 3046. Yeah, so I was like, oh. So this is where I started it this week for the weekly goal of 500 stitches. It's stitched on 28 count even weave 1/1 full cross. And I'm at the, what was it? Let me think. Someone told me pencil shavings. Yeah, I think it was pencil shavings. Yeah, so this part here. It looks better in camera than when you are with your nose on it. So I think it's just because I see it through my magnifier that's like, I don't really like that part, but okay. And more confetti than you would imagine for just that sharpening. But it looks great, it looks great. So I have now, I added 550 stitches and I have 35,750 stitches done. Yeah, you know, this is the bar of my frame. So the pot of a bowl of pencils here. So, and this is out of 713,286. And I reached my 5% on it. So I have 5.01% completed as a milestone. So that feels awesome too. So yeah. And also yesterday I found out that you have different kinds of 28 count even weave fabric gridded. Like this one is also with thin threads of fabric. But yesterday I was looking at my Super Size Max Color Aquatic Fantasies, and that was also 28 count gridded fabric. But the fabric lines are thicker. So there is difference between those fabrics. And I didn't know that. So that's why I don't like that one to stitch on. But like I said, I already have too much done to restart. And then the last one for the week was Supersized Max Color, The Amazing Animal Kingdom, artwork by Amy Stewart, and this is 999 by 765 with 237 colors. Yeah, sometimes I think, why did I start with the first full shelf and not all the shelves? Then you had some choice where you wanted to stitch, but yeah, it is what it is. And I started here. This is also 25 count Even Weave 1/1 full cross with royal border floss. Oh yeah, most of the stuff was royal border floss except from the flamingo because it was a kit. And 360 degrees was DMC because it was a pain-free crafts kit too. Yeah, all the others are royal border floss. So for this one, I added my 1500 stitches. So I was like proud of that. But I found out when I get my 1500 stitches done on Kingdom, I don't get the stitches done on my children's whips. It's weird. Something very strange. So, it's the heavy one. Where did I work on? I have a panda bear head here. So this part was finished. I didn't work on this part, I think. Let me see. Did I finish? Nope. I went this way. So I finished this part and then I went this way. Yeah. And this is also a great piece. A big, great piece. I will give you the numbers in a bit. So, like I said, it's huge. Yeah. After this part here, I still have to do 6 pages to the next. 3 pages on top and 3 pages under it. So 6 pages to get to the first bookshelf finished. I don't think I will get it this year done. It will be next year, I think. So, yeah. Numbers in a bit. Just putting it back for now. And when those 2 are done, I have another 2 pages to complete it. So that section, So when this section is done, I have another 2 pages finished. Yeah, I did see it. So I think I will continue now to fill in like this way. I don't know yet. Maybe it's easier to fill in just the part for the first following page finish. I need to find out where it is. I don't know that. Where it is? Where is it? I need to scroll a lot. Where is my page finish? Yeah, still a lot. 14, 16, 18, 20, 3,500 stitches, I think, for the first one. So maybe just don't think about it and fill in what you are doing, I think. That will be the best way. So I'm now at 146,250 stitches out of 764,235, and I have 19.14% completed. So I'm getting to the 20%, which I love. And I will show you that I have 6 pages left. Just undo the selection part. So like I said, this is the part I mentioned for the next 2 pages to finish. And then we have 1, 2, 3 to the top and 3 under it is 6 pages. So then I have the first shelf done. Yeah, still a lot of work to do. Yeah. For plants, I bought a chart. Yeah, first that. I bought 2 charts. One was a smaller one. I have Cat Alphabet Supersize Max Color. It was over 800,000 stitches and I was like not feeling the fabric. But I don't have 25 count in stock anymore as big piece. So I thought I will buy the smaller version. Then I can restart it as Max Color regular. So I bought that chart. That's this one. And I already have a lot of super size Max Colors, so yeah, it can be a lower size. And then I bought Fuzzy Wuzzy. Still, my oldest son was like, I love this one. It's this one from the Cross Stitch Studio. And I love that one. It's very fluffy. But I think to crop here a bit off, because it's just background. I don't know yet. I have 5 blocks of background here on top. So maybe I crop 3. Doesn't need that, I guess. And then my son said if you crop it on top, you have to crop a bit from the bottom too, because then it will otherwise weird. So because I'm not deciding yet what I will do, I maybe start just in the middle and see then what I will do at the end. So I will use fabric that's big enough, but just see then what I will do. Yeah. So that's that. That was the 2 charts I bought. Was it more that I want to see? Yeah. For plants, I had a chat with the Max Color stitcher, asking her if I would make a wheel like she does, if that would help me with my rotation. And she said, yeah, if you can do 5,000 stitches weekly, you are 2 weeks and then it's your wheel done. I was like thinking. And then she said, your issue can be that you have too much whips to pick which 18 you would put on your wheel. There she is a bit right, not fully, because I have some whips I really enjoy and I keep stitching on them. You can call them my favorites now. They also have more than 10,000 stitches already this year, so that's good. And then I was thinking, yeah, okay, what then? But then she was saying it's not really the rotation we're not happy with. It's more that we are not happy with the amount we are stitching. And there she is right too. Because we have so much pressure. So I'm now telling for myself and hers, because she told me. We are putting a lot of pressure on ourselves. And it's our hobby. So why do we do that? I don't know the answer on that. That's not... I think maybe it is because we want to finish it? That we put more pressure on it to say, oh, we have to keep going and we can finish things? I don't know. There's not a great answer on that question, I think. But yeah, she was right a bit in that. And then also was like, what now? What should I do now? If the rotation not is the issue, but the amount of stitching. And our lives, for every stitcher, like I said, you can plan as much as you want, but life, shake it all up. So, yeah, how can we fit that? I don't know. Be happy with what we have done? I don't know. But it's still like, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. And I'm a perfectionist, so that's not helpful either. My husband told me this week again. I was in the supermarket and there was a wrong pot of jam. It was one with strawberry taste and it wasn't peach taste. And I was like, that's not correct. It has to be there. And he said to me, you are such a perfectionist. And I was like, I know. So it was a small thing, but he said, you cannot let it go. No, I can't. So I think that's the same with my stitching. I'm too much perfectionist. If the color is not correct, I have to forget. I cannot stitch over it and leave it. If it's a small thing, yes, maybe, but me. But yeah, most of the time I will forget. Maar dan een keer tonen, Mies. So plans, yeah. If a rotation doesn't help, what then? If I need to pick myself, then I have also issues. Because, let's say I'm a mood stitcher. Let's say I want to stitch on rubber ducky today. I won't do it because it's not enough progress. So that was what my husband said this week. There's your other issue. You keep stitching on the webs with already a lot of progress because you want to see more progress. And that's why your other webs are falling out. It's not a timeout, but they are really falling out the list because they don't have a lot of progress yet. So that was the thing he said, and it was also correct. And then he said, if you make a wheel, don't laugh at me. If you make a wheel, like for 25 whips, the first 20 will be fine to pick the 20. 21, 23, 22 and 23 will be more difficult, and 24 and 25 you don't know anymore because you have 5 more and then you end up with 30 whips instead of 25. That's also correct. Oh, I know I'm weird, I know. So games will not help me either. So then I was saying I want to try that wheel, but will it help me? I don't know. Weekly I wanted to work on my children's whips. This week my son's whips weren't touched. So then I had Kingdom, the 1500 stitches done, but then those two were out of the running. So yeah. So I was thinking, if I do that and the max color stitch does, that would mean I would lower the stitches on Kingdom again to 1000 stitches weekly instead of 1500. 1 day a week, the Sunday. And the other days I would have to rotate between the other whips. But then my children's whips will be less stitching again and not the 500 weekly too. So I don't know, it's really difficult. It's really difficult. rotating, searching what you want, what you're searching for. Oh. And not be stressful. That's another thing. Because also Anne said it's not how did you say it? It would be better if we know what we want. And I said I know what I want, but I cannot reach it. I want to have like at least 1,000 stitches daily. 1,200 would be better. Then I have all my stuff done, but I don't have the time. That was my perfect idea. That's the issue. So what I wanted to do was the 500 stitches daily on my focus whips. So kick them and my children, that's my focus whips, the 4. And then rotate between my wheel whips. Let's call them now the rainbow whips again. And then the temperature stitching / flamingo / the little adventurer. That's my ultimate stitching dream weekly. My ultimate result. And I cannot get it. So that's my issue. I know what I want. I just don't get it done. Because I have to go earlier to bed. I have to be earlier awake. Helping homework. All that stuff. Cooking. Yeah, my husband helps cleaning, so that's okay. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. Stitching faster, I can't. I also thought, and it's also some pieces are very confetti heavy, so they take longer. I think that's for everyone. So that's another thing. I really hope to get the things done that I wanted to have done, but I don't know how. So that's my ending. How? For this video. I don't know how. I don't know. Keep trying. I think that's all what I can do. Keep trying. And if I will start the rotation, yeah, I don't know. If I start the rotation, I have to give up the pieces for my children. And my husband told me if you do that, they are more behind. So you cannot really do that. So, or I leave out those 3 weekly. 1 day weekly for the kingdom. 1,500 stitches weekly is a lot already. So maybe I have to lower it. But then I do know that I don't get my goal done this year. So there's another thing I have to think about. And then spinning wheels for the other whips. Yeah, I don't know, like I said. And I hope I feel better soon. So yeah, it was a stressful week. Yeah, I think I can run off here. Next week on Friday, my children are home. 2 of them. There's no school. So I hope I can film. If they are still asleep or something. What else? Events. The puzzle event is still going. And we are almost at the 200 pieces. Out of 225, so that's going well. I think when it's finished earlier this month, let's say instead of end of September, we finish the 23rd. I then will do the spin for the giveaway earlier. It's not a race, of course. It's just how it evolves. Why we should wait if it's done. And starting a new puzzle is not really great, I think, because it's too quickly after that one. So maybe a break in between can help that for the next one in October. I still have some open spots, people reserved places for their whips and they don't don't post their ending photo. That's what I want to say. So that's also an issue. I have a lot of my posts with 2 or 1 spot open because it's not finished yet. So that's for me more work of scrolling through all of them. Euro Millions will be done this evening, and the new events also will be done or this evening or tomorrow morning. So Glamorous 3. What else? The weekly acrostic. Yeah, you could say you can play those again. Weekly acrostic, then I pick always the same whips. That's why I wanted to pick the wheel again, because then I have some whips that I wouldn't pick, that I have to do. So it's a bit of obligation there. That's why I don't do the weekly acrostic, because I always pick the whips I want to do, and then others stay behind. And I need also some progress. So that's another thing. The people, they still love that, so it's still going on. Glamorous 3 the same. Weekly acrostic, Euro Millions. I think that, and temperature stitching for next week I will post too. So then I think I have all set. Did you hear her brewing? She's on my lap. The oldest one. My oldest lady. Miss. Monsieur? And then you cannot get anything done too. Yeah, that's it, I think. So I will leave you now. And I hope to see you again next week. Healthy. But good vibes again. Ella. Yeah. So I hope you have a great stitching week. And I have to repeat my quote. Small steps, big progress, huge happiness. Sometimes I forget it myself. But it is. Every stitch is a small step and it's progress. So that should help me. But it doesn't. My perfectionism doesn't help me. So yeah, I hope to see you again next week with more stitching done. Bye bye.